Hey folks, Dr. Mike Israel here for Renaissance Periodization, Strength Training Made Simple, video number 7. How hard should you be training for optimum strength results? Well, first of all, what does the research say? Research is limited. It's mostly on undergraduates, mostly on beginners, some on advanced, but it's good to sort of ground ourselves in our research and then work from there to more advanced conclusions. So it shows that going all out, all the way to failure, super grinding, shows no clear benefit just yet, maybe ever, over going hard, but with a little bit of force in reserve, either reps in reserve, or if you're doing a certain number of reps, maybe you could have lifted a little bit more weight. So not going all out, but going super hard, probably comparable, at least as research can tell now, to going all out. So this idea that we have to go all out every time, probably not true. Now, more bad news for going all out. We do know pretty well that going all out, max effort on every set, lifting as much weight for a set of 3 as you can, or you have a potential 4 to 8 rep max on the bar and you do all 8 reps and you can't do any more, something like that. If you do that all the time, it causes a crap ton of fatigue. Now we already know it probably doesn't cause a whole lot more stimulus, but way more fatigue. It's probably not the best way to have the best long-term training because it prevents you from stringing together the most productive workouts in a row. The way you really get stronger is you have a great workout and you have a great workout and you have a great workout and you get stronger and stronger and stronger. If you have an amazing workout that fatigues the crap out of you, maybe you'll have a good workout after, but then the fatigue starts to add up and you have a bad workout or you have to take a deload and it disrupts that process. You want to build momentum by training hard, but not so excessively hard you fry everything and have to take 1 step back for every 1.5 steps forward that you take. So how can we make sure that we're training, first of all, hard enough and also not too hard? Because we know that training way away from your limits absolutely doesn't result in the best strength abilities. If you're leaving 5 reps in the tank or what you say is your 3 rep max is really 50 pounds under it, then you're absolutely not getting the best results. But on the other hand, if you're grinding all the way to failure all the time and trying your absolute hardest every single time, there's a time and a place for that, then you're probably not getting the best results. So how do we make sure that we're giving it a really good run, but not too much? We can use something like the RPE scale, the rating of perceived exertion, RPE. What does it say? It's on a 1 to 10 scale, but the real meat and potatoes of the stimulative range of it, the stuff that actually makes you stronger, is 7, 8, 9, and 10. An RPE of 7 is like tough, but you comfortably hit the goal weight and the goal reps, no problem. An RPE of 8 is very tough, but no problem, you got it done. It was just pushed you pretty far. An RPE 9 is super tough and a real struggle, and you have to be on your A game to hit all the weight and all the reps that you wanted. RPE 10 is like if someone put a pin onto that squat rep number 3, you wouldn't have come up. You just barely did it. So all those seem like pretty good places to train. Which one of those is the best? Well, what you can do, a decent approach, and there are other approaches that work really well, I think this one's probably one of the better ones, is to start your best guess of what you think an RPE 7 is. Go in, challenge yourself, don't blow it all out. Be like, okay, that was pretty tough, but easily got the load and got the reps. Write down your weight that you did, write down the reps. Next time you come in to do that same session, let's say a week later or something like that, you want to add a little bit of weight and match the reps that you got. For example, week 1, you did 100 pounds, let's say in the bench press or something, for 3 sets of 5, an average RPE of 7. The average set of 5 wasn't that tough. Next week, you do 105 pounds. And maybe your RPE stays 7, which is amazing, you got stronger, or your RPE bumps up to something like 8. It is more weight, it is more challenging, and that's a good thing. You want to be egging in to pushing yourself a little bit closer to your limits. Week 3, 110 pounds, more weight, still sets of 5, now it's an RPE around 9. Week 4, 115 pounds. Holy crap, that's way more than 100. 15% increase if you're counting at home, by the way. Again, 3 sets of 5, and this time it's RPE 10. You couldn't have done any more. Now, how do you know you couldn't have done any more? Well, sooner or later, you hit failure. You won't be able to match the repetitions given that the load is escalating. So let's say week 4, you actually didn't know that it was RPE 10. Like you felt like you gave it all, but you're like, oh, maybe I could have done more. You come in, especially as a beginner and intermediate when you don't know your body well enough yet, and try it. Week 5, you come in. You put 120 pounds on the bar. Again, 5 more pounds. Again, that's the core principle of strength training, progressive overload. And you hit the first set of 5. Got it. Tough. Second set of 5. Got it. Holy crap. Religious experience. Third set, supposed to get 5, but you got 4. You literally couldn't come up. Your training partner had to spot you. That's it. You failed to make progress. All right. So we know that that's RPE 10. You gave it everything you could and you still couldn't do it. That means your fatigue is super high. Week 6, you would do easier training, something like a deload we'll talk about later. You recover, then you recycle the loads. Maybe next week after that, you start at like 105 or 110 pounds, right? Not 100 or 105. And you start there at, again, RPE 7, and you slowly add load to the bar, and the RPEs slowly fall after some time. You hit all out, RPE 10, can't go any further, relax, and repeat. And that's it. Folks, see you next time for the next video.